Hello everyone, my name is Dara Rath and I'm the pastor at Faith Lutheran Church in Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada. And each week I bring you a story that takes about 5 minutes to watch. And sometimes the stories are funny, sometimes they give you something to think about. So the story today is written by Sherilee Swaty, and it's called The Biker, and it's in a book called Flowers in the Wind by Robert Coos. There was once a successful young man I'll call Darwin, who took his new car to the mall to buy his girlfriend a Christmas present. He heard on the radio that the usual route to the mall was closed, so he decided to travel through a dangerous part of the city to get to the mall. The part of the city he was traveling through was known for drugs, gangs, young punks who robbed strangers, and women of the night. At a stoplight, Darwin found himself in the middle of a gang war. As the two gangs on either side of the street were shooting at one another, a stray bullet grazed Darwin's shoulder. He got out of the car to seek help, but in his weakened state, he attracted the wrong kind of attention. Soon some youths descended on him, beating him up, stealing his wallet, his car keys, his car, and his cell phone. As Darwin lay in the street, he noticed his pastor, John, walking by. "Help, John," he said. The minister, however, was too late for a meeting at a neighboring church and didn't want to stop to help someone lying in the street in this dangerous part of town. Besides, the minister thought, "I'm a minister. There are police and ambulances for helping others on the street. It's not my calling." A half hour later, a woman known to be very active in her church walked by in a hurry, carrying her Bible. Like the minister, she didn't want to get involved. In fact, she was angry that this part of town was now filled with drug addicts and gang members and prostitutes, and took the man lying on the street to be a welfare-dependent bum. Well, just as Darwin is about to lose consciousness, a biker rode by and stopped. He had long hair and wore a vest covered in questionable decals, but learning about Darwin's situation, he immediately used his cell phone to call an ambulance. Further, the biker paid the $500 cost of the ambulance, gave Darwin a few $100s to tide him over till he got his finances fixed, and loaned Darwin his cell phone so he could call his girlfriend and parents to let them know what had happened to him. Clearly, the biker was the modern-day Good Samaritan. Sometimes people who profess to be good people really don't help others. They make up excuses as to why a person in need doesn't deserve help, but rather they sit in judgment of those in need before deciding whether to help them. We're supposed to help. It's called love, and love is wishing the best for another human being. Loving those in need also involves taking action, treating them as we would want to be treated in the same situation. Obviously, loving a person who has been shot means that we're to see that the person gets medical attention they need. And the biker in today's story did just that. He simply saw a need and acted, unlike the minister and the churchwoman who had passed by Darwin. And even had negative thoughts about him. So as we go along this week, let's reflect on how willing we are to help those in need. When did we help someone in need, and when did we fail to do so? I know for sure we come along an accident on the highway, and I always try and ask my husband to stop to see if there's anything I can do. I was a nurse for 100,000 years, it feels like, and so I really feel that it's my I should really stop and give people a hand. But usually, sometimes the ambulances have arrived or there's police on the scene and you know that there's an ambulance coming. So then you would drive on. But most often I try really hard to see if there's anything that I can do. And I hope that those of you who can help in those situations will do so. At least to stop and to call the ambulance to come. Anyway, something to think about today. So thanks for taking 5, and blessings on your day.